Okay, I'm excited about this one. Welcome back to my channel. My name is VassaOlga. If there's anything that we can find that's gonna lock our makeup till the rest of the day, why not? Let's do that. I'm gonna be trying out today a technique that was from Smith, if I'm mistaken, Deepak. I tried one of her routines a couple of videos ago. I would say it was mascara hack and it didn't work for me at all. But today I'm gonna be trying out her skin hack, and I am gonna be honest, I tried this one out around 1 week ago and it turned out really good. That's why I really want to share it, but it's a little bit late today. That's why I'm not gonna wear it too long. I'm gonna be doing pretty much the same routine like maybe tomorrow and go out, film, show you some testing and tell you if it works or not. First, she used some moisturizer. I'm gonna be using Nivea, but you can use any moisturizer you have, any drugstore product or any other product that you feel is going to be amazing for your skin type. You can actually substitute all of her products with your favorite products. Now we're gonna use some essence. This is, if I'm not mistaken, Hello Good Stuff Depuff Eye Serum. I actually use one for my under eye area and it has some caffeine and, if I'm not mistaken, vitamin C. It's vegan and cruelty free. I love this product and it moisturizes my under eye area really well. And of course, a little bit of sunscreen. And that's it. That's the first step of my routine. I moisturize my face and make sure that my skin is well prepared before I apply a lot of makeup. My next step is to use Probi's Mua Face Primer. You can go for Mua Primer or you can go for any other primer. She used some matte gripping primer. Okay, let's see. And finally, it's the step where we have to apply foundation. I'm going to be using today the Ordinary foundation. This is probably one of my favorite foundations at the moment, and currently I've been using this one for, I'd say, 4 or 5 months, and I really like it. It's liquidy, it doesn't feel heavy. This is the best foundation to use for work, in my opinion. It doesn't have to be heavy at all if you want to create something beautiful. And now we have to blend everything out. If you feel like it's not enough, then you can add another drop of this foundation and cover the whole face. To my concealer, this is going to be Pro.conceal HD.high-definition concealer, and I'm adding a little bit in the inner corner here as well, over my forehead. And here comes the first technique. Let it dry a little bit, let it sit over my face for a couple of minutes, maybe even for 1 minute, and that's going to be pretty much it. Because in the morning when I didn't have enough time to get ready, I was more than okay with my whole foundation throughout the whole day without any touch-ups, from mistaken, without any touch-ups, when I didn't even wait for like 2, 3, 4 minutes. She mentioned something about oils. She doesn't use oily foundation, and it depends on what you prefer the most. Okay, I've been waiting for, I guess, 1 minute or 2 minutes. The next suggestion is to use some toilet paper. It's not that expensive. Usually you have 2 layers of toilet paper. Sometimes people have 3 layers, like bougie. But it doesn't matter. Just we need a thin layer of this tissue. I would say I saw this hack and technique from one of the vloggers. I'm gonna list it down below, and I believe this one is gonna be really helpful because I used to do pretty much the same technique and routine years ago. I have my video, like it was my first or second video on my channel where I took off extra foundation with a tissue and probably with the toilet paper as well. I like to dab my nose area because it gets really oily throughout the day, and probably my T-zone as well. I have some leftovers. It feels like I have some foundation, but it's not overpowering. My next step is to go for some powder. Actually, from this video that she did, I didn't understand if she used some powdery products first and then used some tissue, or at first she used some tissue and then some powders. That's why I used some tissue first and then used some powder. And I'm gonna be using a little bit of highlighter because I guess it gives me some extra glow. Just a little bit on the cheekbones, nothing crazy. Loose powder. I'm using a Makeup Revolution loose powder, and I'm gonna tell you this. I heard so many gurus insistent and saying that you don't have to use a lot of powders because it gets into your wrinkles, into your lines. But at the same time, I see a lot of celebrity makeup artists that use a lot of powders. Like, they're not even using powders, they're just like transfer it, like the whole thing, the whole package, they're just transferring this all over your face. So I don't know which technique is the best one. Probably for red carpet, of course, you're gonna need a lot of powders, but for your own sake and for like everyday makeup look, it's better to use minimum powders. And I'm using my highlighter brush. This one has some highlighter from my previous makeup sessions, and I like it. I like keeping it this way because it gives me some extra shine underneath my eyes. And what I really liked about this technique as well, she used the second half of toilet paper, and she used some dense brush. I don't have a dense brush like the one that she had, but I have a foundation brush from BH Cosmetics, and I really like it. I love this foundation brush. What we're gonna do, we're gonna need a little bit more of the same powder, loose powder. Use the same toilet paper and use this powder. And as she says, it's gonna sift the powder through this toilet paper, set your face, but at the same time, it's not gonna give you too much product. I try to see if there's like any difference, and in my opinion, there is like a small difference. And of course, last but not least step, she used some beauty blender and fix and spray. She sprayed her beauty blender and then just used it for her face. But my personal thing to do, like favorite thing to do, I'm using the same, this is by the way NYX product. I'm spraying this all over my face and then dabbing with a beauty blender. Pretty much the same technique, but you don't have to use that much product. And I'm pressing this all over my face. And then I'm gonna do the rest of my face as I always do. Some contour, a little bit of blush. Then I'm gonna do for my shorts some makeup, and I'll be right back to show you the final result and to tell you my honest opinion. Okay guys, that is the final result. I love it. Kinda love it. I love the wing, I love the eyeliner. And I'm gonna mention one thing real quick. It feels light. It's much better than when you have too much powders, too much foundation. It doesn't feel stiff, it doesn't feel weird. It feels good, it feels fresh. Let's say fresh. I'm gonna do the same technique. I'm gonna follow the same technique maybe probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, because sometimes I'm too lazy to wake up early in the morning. And I wake up in the morning to film some shorts for you guys, but practically in real life, not always I'm able to wake up like super early to create something crazy. I just do this for shorts. Yes, for shorts. And of course, for some weekends, if I go out and have some fun with my friends or whatever, I always put on some makeup, like always put on some makeup. So I guess probably today's Monday. It's gonna be probably on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm gonna do pretty much the same technique, and I'm gonna do some check-ins here and there. Okay guys, I'm so late. You cannot believe how late I am. I have my foundation on, and it looks really good now. Sorry, I'm like in a hurry. I'm gonna update you throughout the day. Okay guys, this is what I have after like 2 hours, and I'm gonna mention that I'm at work, so it looks really nice, really good. No crazy so far. I love it. Okay, so this is what I have after like 2.5, maybe 3 hours. Looks really cute and decent. Another vlogging. It's almost 2 p.m. and really good. No crazy, nothing crazy. A little bit in this area, but that's just kind of obvious. So we shall see. By the way, I don't like the color of the walls.